What we're looking at here is my friend and neighbor Jim Rohde's 2002 BMW R1150 RT. Now, if you're not familiar with the bike, I'll kind of run through the key features that you might want to know. It's a 1130cc engine, 69 cubic inches, two-cylinder, opposed to, called a boxer style. Compression's 11.3 to 1. It's about a 4 by 2.8 inch bore and stroke. 4 valves per cylinder. Puts out almost 94 horsepower American at 7,250 RPM and 74 foot-pounds of torque at 55 pounds, or 5,500 RPM. Fuel injected. Got a lot of trick features there. Cooling system is oil and air. I mean, this is what they call the oil head, so not the air head. It's got a 6-speed transmission, shaft drive with a pumpkin, a final drive on the back end. No chain on this one, no chain maintenance or anything like that. It's a single disc dry clutch between the engine and transmission. They estimate the fuel mileage at roughly 50 miles per gallon, which is about what Jim gets. The front suspension is called the BMW Motorrad Telelever, and the rear suspension is a single-sided swing arm with BMW Motorrad Paralever. Telelever, Paralever, whatever. Tires are 17-inch, 120/70 on the front, 170/60 on the back. As you can see, it's a double disc brake in the front, and the brake calipers of the brake rotors, 320 millimeter, 12.6 inches. The rear brake is 276 millimeter, the rotor, 10.9 inches. The important stuff now is your dry weight is 562 pounds. Curb weight with oil, gas, battery, air in the tires, 615 pounds. Really nice weight for a touring bike. Seat height, well, stock 31.7. I think this might be a little bit lower because the seat, as you can tell, is a aftermarket Sargent seat. Yeah. So I could be an inch or so lower. I don't know. Just guessing. And,
the seat's adjustable in 3 places.
Oh, it is. Okay, the seat's adjustable, Jim says. And so if you want it higher or lower, you can do that. Is it set on the lowest setting now or the middle?
Lower.
It's on the lower setting. Okay. Well, holds an amazing 6.7 gallons. I would imagine that's good for over 300 miles. Has ABS brakes, which is pretty cool. Okay, I've turned the bike around, and now you can see the right-hand side, just as handsome as the left-hand side. I'll touch on the various stock elements, or the factory elements. As you can see, it has the factory trunk. Nice capacity, a very good-looking rascal, and of course the mount that comes with it. Has the factory bags, and as you'll soon see, those are the city bags, and it has the touring lids that expand the capacity by a considerable amount so that you can hold a lot more stuff in them. The tank bag is a BMW part. Fits really nicely, looks good. The windshield is I think it's aftermarket. It's a little bigger, and it has that little flip up at the end. I think it's a Seacom brand. I don't know anything about it, but it's pretty nice. Let's see. The bike is wired for a radar detector, which Jim will include. It's kind of erratic in operation right now. It's a Passport 8500. I'll do a walk around and show you all that stuff. One of the things that you're not going to be able to see, but you could experience, is the self-canceling, the aftermarket edition that makes the turn signals self-canceling and uses the front and rear turn signals as running lights. It is the sergeant seat, as I mentioned, not a factory seat, but it's a nice fitting seat, good for touring. It's something I didn't mention is that the bike only has 19,200 miles on it, and it's like brand new for the most part. I mean, it has age things. As you'll see, it can use some tires, but they're still good for a certain amount. And I'll touch on more of the features as we walk around. Let's see. Oh, one more thing, and I'll try to catch is the risers and bar backs. I would guess they're almost an inch up and an inch back. Makes it a little more comfortable for running down the road. It's a matter of choice. They come right off if you don't like them, of course. Oh yeah, I was gonna. For those people who are not BMW aficionados, there is the final drive. The Europeans call it a cardan. We call it a pumpkin, but it's a gear, and it's pretty much the characteristic of the BMWs. They've had shaft drive forever. I'm going to take the camera down now and do a walkabout. So if you think this is shaky, wait a minute. Something that I overlooked, and probably one of the most important features about this bike, is it's equipped front and rear with Öhlins shock absorbers and suspension components. Here's the little adjuster, and I suppose you can tell, but inside is the shock. There's the characteristic yellow of the Öhlins company, and it goes on up there. Anyway, and I'm going to move over here. Let's see if I can catch the front. Well, there's the front element. They are adjustable front and rear for damping, compression, I guess, and rebound, and of course preload, which is pretty characteristic of these things. But these are approximately a $1,800 edition if you went to put it on yourself. So, might not show up very well. Here's a little shelf. Here's a little radar detector. I don't imagine anybody would need that, being law-abiding folks as we are. Here's a little LED. When the detector goes off, the LED lights up. It makes it way easy to see, in contrast to the little LEDs and the little, you can't hear anything of these things anyway. So I mentioned the risers, and this is a riser and bar back. As you can see, it's higher and comes back. So yeah, understand that I can't always see what I'm doing here. Oh, I'm not sure if you can read that, but speedometer, 19,118 miles at the moment. It'll round it up to 18.2. Let's see, I'll start the bike in a little bit. Here's the controls. There's nothing unique. This is pretty much standard BMW stuff. But let's see. So, turn signals on each side, and high beam, low beam. I don't know what that is, but something. Starters over here, up here. Yeah. Oh, they're heated grips. I forgot. Yeah, factory grips. And this is kind of interesting. This is like a throttle meister, but it isn't. But it does the same thing. It is, you crank it and lock it, and somehow you lock it and it holds. And when you release it, throttle snaps. So you get the cruising of the cruise control without complexity. Very simple. And I think Jim thinks that these are Bob's throttle lock cruise control element. Close up on the seat. I think you can see that. It's that, I don't know, it's kind of embossed leather look. I forget what they call that, but basket weave or something like that. And this part will go back on in a bit. Cosmetically, it's just about perfect. There's one little owie right here on the right hand side, turn signal, and oh yeah, this element right here, I'm trying to see if I can see it, is oh, it's a windshield protector. It goes on top of the windshield. The headlight, I'm sorry, yeah, you know. Mouth is running, mind is shut off. Okay, headlight protector, and that way if you hit a rock or something like that, it will sacrifice itself and not that $2,000 BMW part. Good deal. Over here, it's kind of dirty, but it's not, no scratches to speak of. In really excellent shape for a bike this old, and been very well cared for. Jim is an engineer by trade and by nature, so you can make of that what you will. But I would rather buy from an engineer than from my son, so, who's not an engineer. Okay, you know, there's that hole for the shock. There's the cover down there. Yeah. Okay. Have I missed anything, Jim? The tools and the covers. There's Jim. Yep. Hi, Jim. Was that 5 fingers? Good for you. Yeah, all 5. Okay. All right. Now, factory toolkit, complete, unmolested. This is a little tube repair or tire repair kit. A couple of CO2, three CO2 cartridges, and some other stuff. Little aftermarket deal. There's your manuals, and in the garage, not available for viewing at the moment, is a full 300 plus page is that a Haynes? Climber manual for the BMW R series. Totally comprehensive and kind of more than you will ever want to know. But it's always nice to have it if you really you want to check out what your mechanic is up to. These are the bags, or the lids, that expand the capacity of the side bags. And I don't know if you can tell this, but they're about 7 inches deep, maybe 8. And they fit in place of these little flat ones. They fit on about like that. And as you can see, the difference in capacity is pretty considerable. These might they are actually upside down. You can tell this isn't my bike. In any case, that's what you get added, and you just slip these on, and then you go for a month. Those are little dog hairs there. Okay. Well, I think that wraps it up. I'm going to try to do a ride on this to show what it's like on the road. And I will start it up. Okay. There she sits, idling right along. 1100 RPM. That's normal idle.
Down to about 800.
We dropped to 8. My God. I haven't had one like that ever. All my twins idle at 11 at least. Okay. A little. Well, here's Jim's bike without the bags, without the trunk. Kind of give you an idea what it'll look like rolling around town. Pretty sleek. I left the tank bag on because it's you need storage wherever you go, and I thought a view of the bike from that perspective would be kind of helpful. Help you make your mind up what a nice bike this is.